on for Masters Remediation Services. Just wanted to quickly mention some things that you should be looking for if you're going to be hiring a professional flood company who's going to come out and try and restore your property. Okay, one of the first things that you're going to want to consider is response. All right, how fast is this company going to get to your house? Because that's going to end up making up a big difference as to whether or not some of your furnishings are going to be saved or how much structural damage you're going to have in the place. You're also going to want to consider a company who's going to be professional. A lot of companies hire really young guys with just a little bit of experience, and sometimes they can come into your house. There's not a lot of care or concern, so you're going to want to at least talk to the project manager about that and make sure that things are going to be taken care of properly that way. And that your contents are taken care of course, that your walls aren't going to be gouged or scratched up, that your contents are going to be cared for, wrapped up properly, taken care of. And then of course, again, this is another thing in my industry which I find happens all the time, is especially with the medium to larger companies, the big thing is profit. Just how much money can we make, and you become a number. And that's the unfortunate part in this industry. But the truth of the matter is when you have a flood, oftentimes, especially with the larger companies, it can take over 3 or 4 months before your home is back in order. And sometimes I've seen it go over 6 months, and I just talked to an adjuster the other day where a strata had a small fire, and it's a 1.5 years later and they're still dealing with it. So ideally you want to get the emergency dealt with, and try and get you back up and running within 30 days. That's very difficult in this industry because there's a lot of paperwork and things that need to be gone through, but ideally 30 days, 60 days maximum, even for what would be considered a medium or larger size project. So you should be able to get something in writing from the project manager giving a timeline, and make sure that you get that timeline and that you track that with the project manager to make sure that you're back up and running sooner than later. If things begin to get slow and it's taking too long, in this industry the squeaky hinge gets the oil. So the more you call your adjuster and bother your adjuster, the more that adjuster is going to get a hold of the project manager and say, look, get this thing taken care of, because the next thing you'll be telling him is you're going to end up going to somebody above him, and that's the last thing he wants. So that's the best way to deal with things.
Masters Remediation Services has put together a series of videos, frequently asked questions, and free reports about what to expect during restoration and how to prevent further damage. If you go to mastersremediation.com, you can access all the information, free videos, and special reports, including one called How to Hire the Best Restoration Contractor. So head on over to mastersremediation.com to claim your free report and a $200 gift coupon for new customers.